Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a new video. This evening I'm off to the Noel Coward Theatre to see 222 A Ghost Story, and it's starring Hadley Fraser, Lily Allen. It's also starring Julia Chan and Jake Wood, who you might know from EastEnders. So it's a new play by Danny Robins and it's directed by Matthew Dunster. It's a brand new story which is really exciting. Edge of your seat supernatural thriller from award-winning writer Danny Robins. It's directed by Matthew Dunster. Intriguing, funny and scary, it takes you into one adrenaline-filled night where secrets will emerge and ghosts may appear. What do you believe, and do you dare discover the truth? Oh, this is intriguing. Looking forward to seeing it. So without further ado, let's go to the Noel Coward to see 222 A Ghost Story. Yay! We are just in our seats, aren't we, Holly?
Front row.
We've got a prime view, second to front row. Are you nervous?
I'm slightly nervous because I heard it's going to be jumpy.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big fan of jumpy things.
Me neither, but apparently it's 50 minutes each side, so we should be out by like 10 PM, but we'll let you know what the timings are after the first preview. But they've got some groovy music on right now, but it looks like a very modern set, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Very London-like. Yeah, you are a London house. It's massive, really tall and high, but can't wait. I think they're going to use all of that for something. So we are just in the interval, and it is absolutely amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, so far, yeah, it's definitely on the edge of your seat, and you're really excited to watch it. I definitely recommend it.
Yeah.
And we're already gripped, and we're waiting for the second half.
I want to know what's going to happen, but
yes.
it's got to be said, Lily Allen, considering this is her debut, is doing an amazing job. Like, her character for me is the one that's holding the tension. She's so on edge, like the character is so on edge, and it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
The
definitely
tension, can't wait for Act 2. Lily Allen is literally, her character's so on edge, she's like making me, I want to know what's going to happen. I want to know if ghosts are real, like what's going on. And then Jake Wood is hilarious as well. Julia's brilliant too, isn't she? And then, of course, we've got Jake Wood, who's hilarious. So funny. He's like the comical, you know, when things get really tense, he's the comic that kind of eases the tension. But at the same time, you're like,
the comic relief from the tension.
yeah,
break,
exactly.
so.
What's going to happen? We'll find out in Act 2. It's eerie and creepy and it keeps you engaged. It's so intense. It's like, it was just so gripping. I was like, can we move on with the interval? I need to know what's going to happen. It was brilliant. So we just got back from the Noel Coward Theatre and I absolutely loved it. Considering it was the first preview, it was super impressive and I really enjoyed it. No spoilers, but the end is amazing and you've got to see it to believe it. But I was just totally blown away by these performances. Lily Allen as Jenny was particularly, for me, a standout. I've always been a fan of Lily's, but to see her acting was really special. She was on edge, she was intense. She was great throughout and she didn't fall out of that character at all. She was Jenny, she wasn't Lily, which I loved. I barely even recognised her, to be honest, during the performance because she was so convincing. And then we had Julia Chan, who was Lauren, so she was the American in the house, and she was fantastic. Literally, the tension in the room between the actors, you could literally, what's the word? Do they say cut it with a knife? Anyway, it was very intense and she really worked well with Jake Wood as Ben. But there was a lot of drama and there was a lot that kicked off, so you got to see this play to find out exactly what that drama was, but it was superb. Hadley Fraser as Sam was especially good as well. I loved his role. He was so much fun and also so into his role. Like the set itself just kind of gave to the play because it felt like you were in a London house. But it was also quite spooky. Every time I looked at the set I could notice different things that related to the story, which you'll find out when you go and see it.
but Hadley Fraser was a super strong performance. And then Jake Wood as Ben was hilarious. He was like the humour side of all the tension, so when anything got too intense, he'd pop up and say quite a funny line, so he was very, very funny. But as a 4, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I also got the programme, which was £4.50, and then I also got the script, which was £10. Now, they weren't selling the script initially because they didn't want to kind of get any spoilers. They didn't want anybody reading the end and finding out what happens, so they only sold these at the end, and I think they're going to do it every performance. You have to ask at the end to buy a script, but of course we're going to keep that a secret because the ending was really, really special. If you love things like Women in Black and you also love stories like Blithe Spirit, it reminded me of like Blithe Spirit crossed with a bit of Women in Black, but it wasn't as shocky or scary as I thought it would be, but it still made me jump. So it's a superb production. If you're worried about kind of being shocked or scared, it's not actually that bad. It's more eerie and intense, so it keeps you on the edge of your seat and you want to know what's going to happen next. Especially after Act 1, I really wanted to know what's going to happen in Act 2, but I say no more. It's a superb production, so if you get a chance to watch it, it's there for 11 weeks only. It's got an incredible cast, so be sure to check it out. Thank you so much for watching this video. It was incredible to meet. I met Dan Levy, which was amazing, and then I also met Lily Allen at the stage door afterwards. I'm not sure if she's going to do that every night, just so you know, guys. With COVID and things, we took a socially distanced selfie, which is great. On camera, it looks a bit closer, but it was very kind of her to stop and say hello. I just want to thank her and congratulate her. I've been a fan of her for years, as I said, so it was really brilliant and fantastic to see her in this role, and she did a great job. So thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to click subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!